the miracle of the monocle. Perhaps miracle is overstating it, so I'll use the word usefulness. Here it is. Here's how I use it. Presbyopia, not sure how you pronounce it, but occurs around the age of 40, and it's a loss of elasticity in the lens of the eye, which reduces the ability to focus on close objects. So you see people holding things further away. That's all very well, but if it's small print, the further you hold it away, you end up in a situation where it gets smaller the further away, so you're no better off. Happens to everybody, nearly everybody, I think everybody. Even those with glasses, sometimes actually it improves when that happens, their sight. What can you do about it? Well, there's surgery. The surgery is expensive. It does come with some risks. It doesn't last for this particular condition because as the elasticity reduces as time goes by, you have to have it done again. If you can have it done again, I don't know. They do only one eye. I'll mention this later. So when they do the corrective surgery for this thing, they do one eye, not the other. Monofocal, I think it's called. What else could you use? You could use reading glasses, which I do. They're good for reading War and Peace or whatever you might want to read for an extended period, and you're quite settled. And then there's the monocle. So I'd like to tell you how I came to start using the monocle. I was in jazz clubs photographing. It's a hobby of mine. I had some prints published, not many. I enjoyed it. Jazz clubs are often dark. Pay attention to the stage, people are moving around. It's quite a lot of concentration using manual cameras, manual focus. And what happened gradually is that I found it difficult to see the settings on the camera. This is a wonderful Pentax LX with a most gorgeous lens, a fast lens, which is one that I used a lot. But if I show you the top of the camera, I might have to use this to help it focus. I don't know if you can see the markings, they're quite small. If it's focused, I'm not sure. So that became difficult to see. What am I to do? I'm not going to go for surgery. May do if things change or improve, but I'm not in a rush to do that. Reading glasses, obviously they would work. Don't know how I thought of the monocle, but let me show you the difference. So here I am in a jazz club. I've been taking photographs, and it's quite dark. I need to change the settings. This is manual. It has got an auto setting, just one, but I use manual. So without taking my eyes off you or the subject, I can put the monocle in. I can see my settings, make my adjustments. If I look at the stage, this eye is still fine for long vision, and the brain sorts the two out so I can see far and near. Make my settings. When I'm ready to take a photograph, I can either leave it in place because I use this eye, but it's just easier to let it go. Because I like to shut this eye anyway, obviously, because I'm looking through the lens. So, that works well now. Let's compare it then to doing the same thing with reading glasses. So there I am. I'm going to exaggerate this a bit, but why not? So there I am in the club. Need to change the settings. Where are my glasses? Well, it could be here. It's not going to work with this. They don't stay on my head. I've tried that. They fall off all over the place. You can put them in your back pocket. We're going to sit on them. Where are you going to put them? You have to try and, that's the cat coming in. Try and find, oh, they're all right. Try and find somewhere to put them. So I found them. Here they are. Now I have to put them on with one hand. It's quite a weighty lens, old school. So here I am. I put them on with one hand. I poke my eye out with the eye, or they're not open. You have to do this flipping thing. And so I get them on. Lord have mercy. I make my settings. I now want to look through the camera, which is no good because the camera has a vision setting in there, so I've set it for my vision, so I don't need it. Any correction is already in there. So now I need to take the glasses off. So I have to take a hand off the camera. Some of the lenses are bigger than this, and it's all a bit distracting. I take them off, and then what do I do with them? I'm going to put them somewhere. So I just for now, I'm looking at the stage, you know. I'll put them down. You look good. Move around. I'm seeing I want to get a side view, so I move over around here through the tables, trying to be discreet. Just don't know what the cat's gone. Trying to be discreet. So I want to go to the side, and so I go to the side. Need to change the settings again. Where are my glasses? Ah, they're on the table over there. So I have to go back and get them, or I have to remember to put them somewhere. It seems obvious to me. I don't have to take my eye off you. There it is. Do my settings. Gone. That's why. I have some recommendations, maybe. The advantages of the monocle for this kind of thing. Right, it's small, it's light, it's around my neck. It's easy to insert with one hand. Job done. Hangs around my neck and goes with me. And actually this lens is just a simple diopter reading glasses type, one types you get in the supermarket. So I can change the diopter, undo the screw there and just order a new lens if things change, and they are. What else? Disadvantages. It does come out with movement. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It's got a couple of standoffs on the edge there that keep the thing away. Of course, I need the monocle to see the screen, and I'm holding it. But I think you can see there, maybe. Hopefully, it looks like you can. So we just fit those in the flesh of your eye. If you zooming out just a bit, if you have that, whoops, pressed the wrong thing there and stuffed it up. So yeah, it fits in the flesh of your eye. If you've got a lot of flesh, I'm sure it's quite secure. I've got an average amount of flesh, so it's okay. What are the disadvantages? Yeah, it'll fall out with a lot of movement. Not in the mouth, of course. I don't know why I did that, but there. Got a table here, that's why it makes a noise. It keeps hitting it. This is a kind of plastic. Can get glass on, but glass is heavier, and the plastic's fine. Lighter the better, because there's less tendency for the gravity to cause it to fall out. If you sweat a lot, I tend to, and this gets moist, then it falls out as well. You have to keep putting it back in. So basically, if I'm accompanying students on a recital or something, I wear reading glasses. Just because I don't want the risk of it falling out. But what it's great for is what I'm doing right now. Menus, maybe bottles of wine, anything you need to look at briefly. It's very fast. Reading music's fine with students. It stays in for that. It's not a problem. Works really well. When you're finished with it, you either leave it hanging around there. It looks a bit like a brooch, not so good, or you just put it there. Job done. You might see the cable every now and then. Friends come and start pulling this, think it's a thread. So if you're bothered about that, you can obviously put the whole thing around your neck and down. Shirt's fine. T-shirt just underneath. It's always there. I leave the thread hanging out because it's just easier for me to whip the thing out and put it back in again. Anything else? So good for intermittent use, not so good for extended use. You're beginning to feel sleepy. Give me your bank account details, please. No? Okay. Finally then, somebody said to me, why don't you get two of them and make a spectacle of yourself?